Ho ho ho! Merry Christmas! That's right. It's that time of the year. November 21st. What is there to say? What is there to I can't eat and record at the same time. Hold on. Let me finish my snack real quick. Thank you for that. Alright, so we're going to be making a cover for my next one shot. We're also going to be coming up with a name because that's something I do not have. So what is it? It's a sort of Christmas story, but a little less festive and more about like dysfunctional family. So awesome. I'm not sure exactly what I want to do quite yet. I am not muted. Okay, good. I was worried about that for a second. What's some like visuals that appear multiple times throughout the course of the story? I use doors a lot. Well, door. There's two doors. Never mind. So what's the deal here? I don't want to do anything too detailed because first of all, most like the cover is also the thumbnail and it takes off like the bottom half of it, so it'd be like this, right? So the title has to be up here and then something significant enough to catch people's attention also has to be there, but I can't just leave this completely empty. So we can do my main character, Lorna. I don't know, she's kind of like depressed, so put that there. I'm not gonna just like draw her face immediately because, well, last night I had some issues drawing her face at 3/4, and I must say that's not very encouraging when you have been drawing this character regularly for 20 days at that point, and suddenly you can't draw your own main character at a 3/4 angle. That was very upsetting. I would have cried, but I didn't because I realized I'm just gonna fix it tomorrow. And then I fixed it today because yesterday's tomorrow was today. Anyways, back to the drawing. What do I want to do here? Christmas. Oh my god. I don't have a Christmas tree in a single panel yet. We'll add that. We're probably just gonna be doing, all of us collectively, will probably be doing a solid color background again, because if I didn't mute myself last time I made a cover, I would have been able to say that I got a lot of inspiration from Doro Doro, in which volume 9, I believe, has like a bright pink background, and I just kind of stole that, and volume 19 has a bright orange background. So that's not really Christmas, so we're probably gonna be doing red. But right now isn't time to think about the colors, it's time to think about the composition. What is it? What is composition? Well, it's where the things are in an image. I don't know what to do here, because like with my last one shot, a man in a frog suit with a pink background, that's pretty eye-catching. But this just girl who wears a crew neck sweatshirt and is sad. Like, hold on, let me draw her eyes for real quick. It's something like that. I don't know, I'm not used to using a 52 pixel pen or ink brush, whatever. I usually use 8 pixels, so it's a little weird. Because, okay, a little peek into the story. It all takes place in this one home, because my last one shot, I felt like I paced it too fast and like was moving around too much. So what I'm doing is having everything take place in one home and only a few different rooms. Mostly so I can have plenty of room to show off all the like more complex themes I want to show, while also giving everything room to breathe, so I don't have to spend any time transitioning between locations or anything. I feel if everything works out well, you can get a good mapping of the home, which I don't know if it's a house or an apartment. We never leave, so who knows? I don't know. I don't want to spoil the story, but do I want to just make it a close-up of her face? Or do I want to do something else? So if I do red pen, don't think about colors right now, just like figure out what you're drawing first. She's not like super expressive, so there's not really like a fun pose to put her in other than like sad. So I don't know if that's the play. You know what? Actually, you might be onto something, guys. Thanks for that really good idea. Okay, so I guess I kind of reused this shot a few times, but there is a very common location in this one shot. Lorna's bed, because she's depressed. And also like 15 or something and his winter break. So yeah. So I wonder if I make it her window. Here is the bed. So this would be the red part. This would probably get dark. Yeah, it's like a composition or something. I don't know. Now the question is, where do I put Lorna? That's a wonderful thing that you asked. And I must say, I don't know, because it's a little awkward here with this right in the middle. So if I moved this, right, moved the support thing, I can put her right here with ease and it works. And then she's like, I don't know, like sitting on her bed or something, like sulking. That looks like an ant, but whatever, it's not important. Well, she can't lay down because I feel like that just wouldn't work. That would just be like a lot of open space here, and also got to think about where the thumbnail cuts off. So if it's just red, that's a little awkward. Although the title could go here, and then she's laying here. Consider me a bit of a genius. What can I talk about the one shot so far? The art has definitely been better than my last one shot, I will say. It's sort of been like, I've been gentler to myself. Is gentler a word? I've been more gentle to myself, so I only do 1 page a day, because the whole reason I was doing 2 pages a day for the last one shot was just to prove that I could, like keep up with a more difficult schedule and whatnot. But since I can do that, I'm not nearly as worried anymore about like hitting a deadline or something. So I set my deadline out like a month, so I have plenty of time to do everything else that I do, like, whatever I might start doing within the next 20 or so days. Since I have more time per day, like more time per page to allow myself to really focus on just 1 page a day, even though it still takes around the same 3 to 4 hours for each like page with full backgrounds and stuff, I struggle a lot less, just because it's not like I need to get this done and then I need to get another page done. It's just like I need to get this page done and then I'm done for the day. So I haven't been like exhausting myself. But yeah, with the more focus on backgrounds and stuff, I have a few good backgrounds so far that I think like nice, like this one. It's weird to do that because I don't have like, I know which panel I'm thinking of, but I don't have it in front of me. Anyways, when designing a teenager's room, here's what you gotta think about. I don't know why I started that. I have nothing to go off of there. Cause okay, so her hair would technically get in the way of her face, but we also need to show off her face. What's the deal with that? I mean, what's the deal with it? So, wait a second. You might be onto something. You guys are chock full of good ideas today, huh? So we moved the hip up because I'm pretty sure that was incorrect. Yeah, that's right. I just flipped her entire body around. I do need to learn how to like render, like actually not just a sort of color it, but like I want to learn something a little more painterly, I guess. Like the right now I'm taking a lot of inspiration from the cover for Goodbye Eri by Tatsuki Fujimoto. I really like the colors on that. Well, at least in my memory. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Not just like backgrounds have been good or better than before. I've also gotten a little more consistent with hands. Ain't that something? It's weird because let's do it up here. So I have to break it down like by phalange. So this is the like bones and stuff, and then you get to the phalanges. But I've been able to get more used to like bending it. And by it, let's just say my phalanges. But yeah, no, I've like gotten a lot better about hands, because there's a few times where the hands like were kind of weird, but it made sense. And with my last video, the Chainsaw Man video, I drew a hand for the future devil, and it turned out good. And it wasn't at like a simple angle either, and it looked correct. Like, no matter how many times I looked at it, I didn't think, man, this sucks. I thought, hey, this sucks less than normal. I can show you, like, so I've been more attentive to consistent faces, which, you know me and consistency, or you don't. Me and consistency don't really get along, you could say. Mostly for the fact that I am a little stupid. But before I started, I did make like a sort of character sheet. Not really, it was more like just sketches to see like what I want. And I ended up getting this, which is, you know, it's not like beautiful, but it's certainly, I am my brain. I am my brain. Hold on, I gotta like break this down because I'm kind of losing it. I'm kind of freaking going insane. I don't know what's with that, but legs don't do that. Or at least hips. Legs do that, but hips don't. What else? I feel like it's well written. Somehow I managed to have like, at least I think so. Somehow I managed to have like 3 characters all feel, I don't want to say deep, but like kind of fleshed out, I guess, which isn't a big deal. But the fact that I was able to kind of do it in only 41, 42 pages, something like that. I'm not actually done with my sketches yet. I've been doing a page and then a sketch. So it's like, don't have to do all the sketches at once. That's how I roll. So assuming I follow what I'm thinking, this is like a bright red. Down here would all be kind of purple and probably green. I want to go for a green, but we'll see what's possible. Because, you know, green, red, Christmas, you know, I'm like a freaking genius or something. I mean, so are you, of course. You help me get all these ideas. I'm just the pen in your hand, I guess. Do I want to do... Ooh, wait, this is moody. Wait, this is pretty moody. Hold on a second. Somebody might be onto something. One of my subscribers figured it out. Oh, yeah, that's good. I like that. And then we're gonna pretend... I know I just talked about how I could like actually kind of draw hands now. I'm not ready to prove it. This angle's a little weird. And then pretend... I need to learn how to actually draw like clothing folds. I kind of understand it, but at the barest minimum. So a lot of the times my clothing folds are just bad. I need a title. Let's look up Christmas stories and we can... Oh, Christmas Carol. I like the Muppets version of that one. Christmas stories about family. A read aloud family Christmas. Is that what I should title my one shot? A read aloud family Christmas? No, clearly not, because that title is already taken by A Read Aloud Family Christmas. The biggest Christmas secret ever. There's a lot of stories called The Christmas Secret. Interesting. A family Christmas. A family for Christmas. 5 Christmas stories for the family. I'm going through Google Images, so I'm not expecting much. The gingerbread family is not ready for Christmas. Oh no, what's gonna happen? Oh no. Christmas for the whole family. You know, I came here to look for fonts or something, not to actually figure out a title. Simplifying Christmas? I prefer my Christmas complex. So a lot of these are in cursive, and then a lot of these are also in whatever this font is called. I don't know what this font is called. I don't know fonts. I can only know Comic Sans and Impact because I'm just a loser. All right, so I should draw it because you guys can't see my phone. The ones with these things, you know, whatever these are called. Let's see if the Christmas, oh my God. Let's see if the cursive I learned in like 1st grade is something I remember. So cursive C, what is a cursive? Is a cursive C just like capital C? I mean, is it just that? Or is it like, there's normally a curl of... That's not right. I think it's just a normal C. Christ. Okay, I can remember cursive. But now we need to figure out a title. We could use Lorna, right? Let's just pretend I didn't... yeah, that's right, that says Lorna. We can include Lorna in the title because that is my main character's name. And a lot of things include their main character's name in the title, such as Naruto or Yu-Gi-Oh. Dude, I pulled that one out of like the recesses of my brain. Is recesses the right word? I don't know. I never watched Yu-Gi-Oh or played Yu-Gi-Oh. So that one's like, that's a deep cut right there. Well, not in reality, because a lot of people know Yu-Gi-Oh. I just don't. That's a deep cut for me. Where am I going with this? I need to focus. God knew I'd be too powerful if I just shut up. So Lorna's Family Christmas. So if we have a title like that, Lorna's Family Christmas, or something like stereotypically corny, right? What if, now hear me out, I lean into it. I almost said we, but this is my doing right here. So if I have like Lorna's, oh God, more cursive. Christmas, Lorna's Family Christmas. Could we have snow outside? Dude, we are on the same wavelength right now. Okay, Lorna's Family Christmas. Is that what I'm doing? That's not gonna, Frog steps up to bat. That's a catchy title. It's like, this frog's playing baseball. That's awesome. Lorna's Family Christmas. It only works if you can see the like moody cover of it. Like the title itself doesn't work to bring people in. It's like Doki Doki Literature Club, you know? I feel like this is it. Lorna's Family Christmas. Especially, let's get some colors in here. Especially if I do like, I'm thinking a red more similar to the background of my profile picture where it's bright, but it's not like as saturated. It's not like this, a little less. So Lorna's Family Christmas. Okay, and then we can do like I want to aim for a green, but a purple seems easier to hit. You know, what if I just make like her sweater or sweatshirt green? That looks atrocious. Let's take that back a notch. Let's go a little between blue and green for the sake of something color theory. And then I always imagined her pants as white. What color is her hair? I never thought about that. I mean, I haven't been like doing much, so it kind of either has to be blonde or some impossible color. And then, oh wait, I am so on to something here. This is like this is like watching the freaking, I can't even, that's how good it is. There's nothing to compare it to. Dude, we did it. We did it. All of us together. We solved it. We solved the mystery of what I was gonna do for my cover and title. Lorna's Family Christmas. With this, like, it feels like, you know those old diners? You know, they have like a sign that's in cursive or like an open sign, you know, anything like not LED, like neon signs, right? I guess that's not old-timey diner. Is it? That's more like 80s, I think. I don't know. I wasn't alive. Thank God. It feels like that, you know, it feels like she should be laying on top of a table in a diner rather than on her bed. So maybe that's good, maybe that's bad. Who's to say? I'm glad we had this chat. All of us? Did we solve it, or is this like a first draft kind of deal? Because I'm kind of digging this, if you know what I mean. Because I don't. Does it capture the feeling I want to capture? Well, to be fair, my last cover had nearly nothing to do with the story, because it's like, oh, he's playing baseball with a skull? That's crazy. And then it becomes like this sort of surreal, psychological... There's no surreal elements here, I must say, which has been both a blessing and a curse, because so if there's an uncomfortable scene, which there are plenty of, or there better be plenty of, I mean, I tried, okay? I tried to make this uncomfortable to read. Where was I going with this? Train of thought left the station, I guess. Okay, well, you know what? Go to the, what's it called? Speed draw? To the speed draw. Okay, so I don't know if including the line art is worth anything, because spoilers, that's gonna go away. But you know, I'll show it because it's part of the process. You know, early in the drawing, I was like not really feeling it. Like I was hoping something would eventually click, and it just kind of wasn't. It felt very boring. And then I was hoping as soon as I got the color in, maybe things will get fixed. And you know, it started to come together. I was just kind of blocking everything in, you know, getting my flats or whatever they're called. I don't actually know how art works, so maybe they're not flats. I have no clue. But as I started getting more and more colors in, things felt more and more wrong. I saw the orange and I saw the gray blue that I brought in, and I wasn't sure. But then I tried mixing it because I was like, maybe that'll fix it. Maybe it'll blend things and it'll all look not awful. Well, after blending things, believe it or not, if you just mindlessly blend colors together, things get a little muddy. So as soon as I started really noticing that, I was out. I really didn't want to do that. I had this word repeating in my head, subtract. It's used in The Bear, one of my favorite TV shows. In the most simple terms, the main character uses that word to simplify his dishes, to focus the dish, I guess. I don't know how cooking works. Anyways, so I just decided, let's go full red. Let's not worry about these oranges or these other colors. Let's just do red. And then for the skin, I wanted to like make things a little more complicated, giving it purple and blue shading because, well, I don't know exactly why. I wanted to work with more colors than just red, purple, and sort of green, but I wasn't really sure how. And then here comes the kicker. Guess who didn't record the rest of it? Whoops. You might be thinking, why wouldn't you record the rest of it? You're a YouTuber. This is what you do. Well, I didn't think the changes I made were going to end up feeling significant enough to record. I was wrong. So like I mentioned before, I completely got rid of line art. I also did throw in other colors because I was thinking of Disco Elysium again, and how much I love the art style where it just kind of like throws colors in sometimes and it just works somehow. And I wanted to try that. So I ended up throwing like blues into the greens and purples. And I made a sort of like soft rule for myself where I would, if there was a cool color, like green, blue, and purple, I would have the other cool colors or cold colors with it. In the shaded part of the pants, you can find like hints of green, and in the shaded parts of the sweatshirt, you can find hints of blue and purple and all that stuff. And then for the warm colors, I did the same. So like all the red has like little splotches of yellow and orange mixed in. I put some brown in some spots too. I don't want to say it like dirties it up. What's the word I'm looking for? It adds texture without having to add detail, I think. Is that a good way to explain it? That feels right. I'll go with that. And so it's just generally, it just works. I don't know what I did or how I did it, but I did, and I don't hate it. Hopefully there's not anything I'm missing. I mean, you can see it. You can see it right now. That's what I did off camera. Wait, it's like I did some off camera grinding, and then I'm not funny enough to reference old memes or new memes, but yeah, no, I'm really happy with this. I don't know if it like actually fits the one shot, but I think it looks cool. So it's the cover. It doesn't even really look like Lorna, to be honest, but who's gonna notice that when it looks cool, right? So go ahead and subscribe and like the video, and if you're gonna comment something, you should comment, you know, just congratulating yourself for coming up with all these neat ideas. And even when I wasn't recording, you somehow like emailed me ideas. So thank you all for creating this piece of art for me. That was very kind of you. And I have a one shot I need to finish. So see you next time. Bye.